How do you know when your mix is finished? It's a good question, kind of hard to answer. You don't want to overmix and make things worse by doing too much to the mix, but you don't want to undermix and leave glaring problems in the mix. So how do you know? Well, my name is Joe Gilder from Home Studio Corner, and today I'm going to share with you 2 free tools that will help you finish your mixes. The first one, right here. No, not the phone and not my pretty little fingers, but the calendar. Don't switch away from the video just yet. This is going somewhere. It's not just super nerd talk. It's effective. Whether you are mixing for yourself or for clients, deadlines are essential. No, nobody likes a deadline. Yes, they work. If I'm doing a project for a client, they're going to say, when's it going to be done? If I'm doing it for a major label release, they're going to say, here's when it's got to be done. And you have to finish it by then. If I'm working on music for myself, it's not nearly as critical, right? I can just get around to it when I get around to it. Well, we tend to not get around to it, hence the need for a deadline. Now, here's how that works. Give yourself, do the math. Figure out how long it's going to take you to, if this is just a mixing project, to mix the 5 songs. And if it normally takes you 4 hours or 8 hours, give yourself 50% more time, right? Give yourself a buffer. Don't give yourself an impossible deadline, but set a deadline. And then don't just let it be a super secret deadline that only you and your calendar know about. Share it with the world. Share it with your friends. Share it on social media and say, hey, this project will be done on this date. Now you see what you've done. You've backed yourself into a corner. No, we don't like to be backed into a corner. No, we don't like to commit usually. But isn't that what music is? Like you stand up on a stage, the drummer says 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're kind of committed, right? You've backed yourself into a corner. You got to play the song. Even if you're nervous, even if you don't want to be there, even if your nerves are going crazy, you play the song. And that pressure a lot of times makes you better. Well, this pressure of having a calendar, having a deadline will make you finish, but only if you take it seriously and especially if you share it with other people. All right, so that's something that you have to do before you begin mixing. I recommend doing that with every project you work on. Give it an end date. It will force you to work more than you would if you didn't have the deadline. And even if you miss the deadline, that's okay because you'll get more done with a deadline than you would without. Don't believe me? Go try it and then come back and leave a comment and let us know how it works. All right, that's tool number 1. Tool number 2 is this. Piece of paper and a pencil, or if you want this big gigantic pencil. Look at that big honk. It's like a Sharpie pencil. Or if you want to go even more fun, an Apple pencil and Apple Notes. This is probably my favorite thing to do when I'm mixing. There comes a point in your mix where you start to scratch your head and think, I might be done. Or at least I'm in the ballpark. Maybe I'm 90% of the way there. I'm not sure what to do next. That's when that happens to me, I stop everything and I do this. This is the to-do list method. By the way, I talk about this. This is my step 5 in my 5-step mix guide. Check it out for free. You can have it for free, 5stepmix.com. That also gets you on my email list where I send out really great articles every week. Go check it out, 5stepmix.com. Anyway, when I get to that point in the mix where I'm like, I think I'm almost there, I'll stop everything and I will listen to the mix from start to finish. No touching, no pausing, no tweaking, and I will sit there with something in my hand and I will take notes on the mix. Guitar in the verse is too loud. Kick drum too quiet in the choruses. And I'll listen to the song from start to finish. Then when I'm done, I'll take this list and I will use that as my to-do list and I'll check everything off that list until it's done. Then I do it again, and I repeat that process until the mix is finished. This does 2 things. A, it helps you focus. It helps you zoom out and listen on the entire song, and it also helps you not chase rabbit trails anymore. So if the song begins and the kick drum's too loud and you turn it down, but then you get to the chorus and the kick drum's too quiet and you turn it up, guess what? Now it's too loud in the verse again. But if you take notes on that, you might say, kick drum too loud on chorus, but it was fine up until now. Then you know to automate the kick drum rather than just turning it up and down, fixing it, breaking it, fixing it, breaking it. That's not helpful. So use a calendar to set a deadline to get some pressure on yourself, good pressure, good stress, and then use a piece of paper and a list to take notes on your mix from start to finish, and then work off of that list exclusively until the list is empty. And guess what? Your mix is done. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment whether you agree, disagree, or have some other methods you want to share with the group. Please do. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.